All right, so here he is, the inimitable former UFC champion, Jiri Prochazka. And I say former, but never lost a belt in the octagon, 13 consecutive wins when injury intervened.
Jiri Prochazka is an absolute savage. This is a guy that made his way into the UFC in a very short period of time, became the champion. He has tremendous power. He has an uncanny ability to find the shot that ends his opponent's night. He's scary. He is a true mixed martial artist, or martial artist, as I say, with the mind of a champion. And it's very exciting to see Jiri Prochazka back in the octagon.
And I'm glad you bring up the championship mindset, because anyone who may be doubted as to whether or not he had the ticker, you got your answers in Singapore at UFC 275. Let's see how it goes for Prochazka here tonight. One of the best in the business, Jiri Prochazka. And he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. All right, well, a lot of people think this man is a future UFC champion. I'm not going to go that far just yet, but in terms of putting together a modern-day mixed martial arts athlete into one package, this kid can do it all.
Yeah, because you watch what you say. Guys like me will just scream, this guy's a future champion, but your word holds value, so you won't do that. But every now and again, there comes a guy that seems to have it. This guy has it. This guy, when you look at him, you see a championship belt around his waist because he can do it all. He's got high-level wrestling, high-level grappling, high-level striking. He reminds me of Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
There was no I wonder with Usman. It was when will it happen? This guy possesses that type of skill.
And he has sort of a championship aura, right? He walks into our fighter meeting, methodically managing his energy. Seems to be the total package. Obviously a perfect test for him right here, right now at this stage of his career. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jiri Prochazka. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Khalil Rountree Jr.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, so mission accomplished for Jiri Prochazka, first champion out of the Czech Republic, but this man is not resting on his laurels. Married to the game doesn't even begin to describe it. He has worked methodically on every part of his game and believes increasingly that he is becoming as dangerous on the ground as he is on the feet. Nice teep kick there from the kickboxer, and that is going to give the opposition something to think about. I've never eaten one of those, but it doesn't seem fun.
No, it sucks. It sucks to get hit with that front kick up the middle. And that is going to allow for him to stay at range. It also deters takedown attempts, because you know that if you change levels into one of those, you are going to sleep. Way to hide that leg kick.
Prochazka's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there. Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that part of his game going tonight.
He's a fantastic kickboxer, but tonight is the kicks that speed the dance. Oh my goodness, what a kick!
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Rountree Jr. gets absolutely huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, big left.
Oh, nice elbow.
And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
And he blocks the shot there.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too quick. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such tough to even be on his feet right now.
Rountree's elbow attempt here, that one blocked by the defense. Prochazka's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut perhaps there on the bridge. All right, so the round is over and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he... All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he...
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round here. Hit to the head there by Prochazka.
Another punch to the head.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good. This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
How about these two going at it? Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. Oh, he's wobbling now. Big right hand.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on them.
Oh, beautiful level change. There it is. Now he's running out.
Rountree gets back up. 90 seconds now to go in round two. Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 32 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Khalil Rountree Jr.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.